Okay, well, let Daddy will take you. You stay with Mummy? Mummy cuddles?
Bye-bye, wait, darling.
Oh, we'll go to the insects.
There has to be somewhere. So you just... There you go.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to this clash between Japan and Poland, live from the ponds, right next to Kellyville Ridge. James Preston in commentary with you for Bar TV Sports. And this one is set to be a cracker. It is the 5th of 6 games today. It's been a fantastic day of rugby league, the Emerging Nations Rugby League World Championship. And Poland, so far from what we've seen, they are one of the red-hot favourites to take out this entire competition. Big win just a few days ago over Hong Kong, 62 points to 6. Japan themselves were humbled by Turkey. They'll be aiming for a better performance here this afternoon. There are a couple of players floating around in this tournament as well with NRL experience, and that includes the halfback for Poland, Harry Sajka. Quickly running through the team list for you for Japan. Well, the numbers are certainly a jumble. Matsuo will be the fullback, Brown and Sanjo on the wings, Carino and Mojisuki in the centres, halves Carino and Suisoi. We'll keep running through that team list throughout the start of the match, but as Japan, if you're just tuning in, running from left to right on your screen in the dark jerseys, and Poland in the white and red. Here is the Polish side now, coming up to the halfway line. It's a good little run there as well from Meta Ungara. He was playing in the halves a couple of days ago, but he's been pushed into the edges here for the second row, and there is a knock-on against Poland, so Japan will get their first use of the ball. As I welcome my co-commentator Paul into the box.
Good evening. It's a brilliant box. I love what you've done with the furnishings here.
Look, we do have to make do. So Paul, for the uninitiated, is standing on 4 milk crates and I am on a chair. We've got a lovely little view over the top of quite a nice little crowd that's building here. Some good supporters for both contingencies here of Japan and Poland. Real carnival atmosphere throughout this entire championship. Earlier during the week and also here today in Kellyville. It's a good tackle from Sajka over the top. Some support coming as well around the legs. They'll work it back to the middle of the field here, and that's an easy spill. Poor ball control, really. It's Metangaru who comes up with the ball. That'll be a 0 tackle just short of the halfway line. Mikulowski, he passes it away, and they'll keep coming to that right-hand edge. Interesting start here from both sides. Unable to control proceedings. That was a flat pass, away to Sajka. Now keep pushing forward. The number 4, Artsy, was playing on the left-hand side, and there you go, it has been ruled as forward.
Yeah, good defence there from Japan, just forcing the error. Forward pass, doesn't matter how they come. So Japan, they'll just settle into this and hopefully they can come up with something here. I may be a bit biased for this one, seeing I've got the Japanese Samurai's jersey on.
You do. It's looking very dapper on you as well. We had a lucky little winner that also walked away with a jersey himself as part of your little question for him.
Yeah, well done, Cade. It's for the Rouse Hill Rhinos, good junior club here in Sydney.
Here's Japan working away now, just short of the halfway line. They'll find a bit of room to move there with Fukasawa. They'll come to the right-hand side once again. Down this edge, Lachlan Grieve, the captain, in the two-man tackle. They've got the number 19 starting in there at dummy half. That's Sagano. He'll come away to the 5'8", Carino. And they'll keep spreading it to the left-hand side. Chopping back in off the left foot. Going all the way across field, just looking for some sort of an opening. Was well picked off in the end from Shabanik. Good tackle, but he's held on a little too long. In fact, now they say he's dropped the ball, I think. What's he ruled here, the referee?
Not quite.
There's a lot of confusion from both players at the moment, both sets of players. And there you go, he has ruled that it's a knock-on. I'm not even sure I saw the ball hit the deck, in all honesty.
Yeah, it's a bit of a curly one.
Just having a look at the replay now. Yeah, a little bit of a fumble there and trying to stand up.
That's why the referees get paid the big bucks. And we stand on milk crates and speculate.
That's exactly how I was going to finish that one, Paul. Comes away to Ethan Niscott now. He's the nephew of the great Ziggy Niscott. Had an excellent match on Thursday. Certainly caused a lot of problems for the Hong Kong defensive line. That's a good charge upfield as well. That was Liam Sageka, who would appear is actually making his debut in this match here.
Yeah, there's a couple of Polish players making their debut today. So Lee Addison, the coach, is giving a few of the fellas a run, which is good to see.
Now work this one forward through Usher. He has got a really nice offload in his game. A couple of changes positionally as well. Mikulowski is starting at hooker today. The Japanese player is left in the background. That will just stay in. He's done pretty well to trap it. They've also done well, the Polish side, to trap him in goal. So just quickly running through the remainder of the Japanese side whilst this line dropout is being taken. The 22 is Douglas Streeter, 19, Taro Sagano. The 10 is Hiroshi Fukasawa. 11, Amani Kanishi. 12, Lachlan Grieve. 13, Anamaki Shabaski. The 3 is Koei Ishikawa. The number 8, now this is a doozy, Gorka Garadiaga Extaboru.
You've done
And
brilliantly.
the 14
there.
is Akahitu Kashiwabi. 15, Kazuki Nakai. And Paul, I'll leave you for the Polish side. Try your luck with that one.
Well, Gorka actually joined us in the commentary box out at St Mary's, in the rain-soaked St Mary's Stadium, and gave us a little bit of an insight to the Japanese side. He's out there, well, he's on the bench, so we wish him all the best.
Here's Mikulowski pushing forward. Quick little scoot out of dummy half. Japanese defence was ready for him though. There's plenty of extra pressure put on in that play the ball. Probably quite lucky to escape being penalised there. They'll push it away through Kowalowski, but that ball's gone out the back now. In the end, it's well dived on from McKaiden. Pushing forward, drop ball there, and then a falcon. How good's that? Straight out of the chest and into an opposition player's head. So they'll come back with no advantage here in Japan. We'll get the scrum feed running quickly through the Polish side here.
So at fullback, you've got Ethan Niscott. On the wings, you've got Robert McKaiten and Michael Maslenka. In the centres, you've got James Szerzebanik and Evan Artsy. And the halves are Alex Kowalski and Harry Sager. The front rowers are Mark Chumsey. I'll do my best here. James Usher, the other front rower, and Nathan Mikulowski is the hooker. The second rowers are Jonathan Mataungaro and Norbert Balasinski, and also Liam Sageka. Making his debut is the lock forward. On the bench, you've got Tynan Foster also making his debut with Todd Mosley, Mikey Bryan, Rob Needsawick, Ski, and Stephen Colleges. And Hope Phipps is the 18th man. I'm not sure if he's out there actually.
Oh, and there's a poor spill from the Japanese side. You've done pretty well with that, I think, Paul. And they'll say this is play on, actually. I'm not so sure about that one. Picked up by the captain, Lachlan Grieve. He's caught just before the 20-metre line. Slow play the ball as well. A couple of eager participants to get a hit up, but got to get the ball in their hands first. And be caught around about 25 metres out here. Pole directly obstructing the view. Go with a bit of a decoy. Coming out to the left-hand edge. Showed it a couple of times. Been kept pushing forward. Polish defence were waiting for him. It's a good tackle in the end from Usher. Back to the middle. Then finding Lachlan Grieve, the captain. That'll be the last tackle, just short of the 40-metre line. They'll push it back here to their halfback. Sasui, he goes to the heavens here. There's no one underneath it except for a Japanese player. He had a free little run if he could have got through. But the fingertips came through and he had a knock on.
Yeah, well, we've got a bit of a break in play. We've got Marto Gray from the Japanese Rugby League joining us.
Konnichiwa.
Welcome along, mates. We
Nice
had
to be here.
a brief discussion earlier on. Japanese Rugby League, it's growing all the time. What's inspiring you or what's impressed you so far with the Japanese side that's come out here and playing in the emerging nations?
Well, what's impressed me about the boys is their speed and how determined they are to play well on the field. You know, in the last match, they were outsized by the Turkish team, but they never stopped. And considering how much effort it is actually for a Japanese team to get time off and make it to Australia, they're always very determined.
Yeah, we spoke about the travel. Now, you've got a good domestic competition that's happening in Japan. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we've got 4 to 6 teams. They're about half split between the East Japan and West Japan. So West Japan's the Kansai region, and East Japan is the Tokyo region.
We might just have to hold you up there, James. You can take over here. There's a chance here for Poland.
Well, the Polish side are within 5 metres of the try line. Last tackle, though, Artsy nearly got all the way there. They'll come back to Sageka, putting a little grubber through. That bounces and takes a very high bounce for that matter. Niscott chasing through. But I think it's just been forced by the Japanese side.
Yeah, sorry, Marty. Carino there, forcing that one dead. So a line dropout coming. So signs are looking good for Japanese Rugby League. So.
Well, I'd say competitions like this are very important, and competitions like the East Asian Cup and the Asian Cup are very important. Japan Rugby League has been going for 25 years, and until 5 years ago, they were the only team in all of Asia. So they couldn't get any competition, which has held the development back. But now you've got the Philippines, you've got Hong Kong, you've got Thailand. We're getting a lot more games, and there's a lot more money being poured in at this level. So because this is the first Emerging Nations Cup in 18 years. Yeah. And this is what the boys need. More gameplay, more international exposure, more opportunities.
Well, hopefully the powers that be are listening, and we wish Japan...
Here's Usher going through one moment, and he has crossed. So James Usher's already cut you off, boys, but big front row has found a big gap, charged over, and he gets the first try. Now we can pick that one back up there. We've just had James Usher go in, though, to get our first points. Poland crashing over.
Sorry, Marty, we've cut you off a few times, but you had one last thing to say.
Well, I was going to say I'd like to thank our sponsors, who are Minelab, Beastwear and Tomago Enterprises. And as you know, one of our jerseys for Amani Kanishi, who is the only player who played in the last Emerging Nations World Cup, we've got that, you're giving that away.
Yes, we gave it away at the last game, and a young fella by the name of Cade, he come into the ground and picked it up. He guessed right.
Cade, that's a good Japanese sounding name.
Yeah, from the Rouse Hill Rhinos, so he's very happy. It was a bit big on him, but I'm sure you'll grow into it.
Give it 20 years or 50 kilos.
Lovely. Thanks, Marty.
Awesome stuff there from Paul and Marty, as Poland have crashed over for the first points of the match. Ethan Niscott going to take this kick from about 5 metres to the left-hand side of the uprights, 12 metres back. It's pretty simple stuff really from Poland, just a couple of passes. It's left-hand side to play the ball, isolated Usher, who was a big prop, hard running prop for that matter. One-on-one with a smaller defender, and he carried him over. Here is Niscott now, lining it up. Strikes it quite nicely, but it'll just stay out to the right-hand side of the upright, so the score remains 4 points to nil. Of course, you can join us in the conversation. Head across to the socials. We are, of course, Bar TV Sports on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. We've had just over 11 minutes of play so far in this one. And if you are watching, give us a little shout-out. We always love to have a bit of a conversation, a bit of discussion about rugby league as it is panning out for us right here at the Ponds. Beautiful little ground here as well, AstroTurf, and this is actually the first event that's taken place here, Paul.
Well, I've been told that, but that this is the first day here. It's supposed to be used next year for rugby league season. So what a way to make your debut with the emerging nations.
Absolutely. Michalowski pretty lucky to get away with that one. Knocking it backwards, but fortunately into the hands of Liam Sageka, who's on debut today. He'll play the ball. Michalowski coming out to the left-hand side. That's a good little run, nearly all the way through. It's a good tackle in the end just to stop the progress of the number 3, Shabanik. They'll come back to the middle. Good tackle around the legs too from Lachlan Grieve, the captain for Japan. Michalowski coming left-hand side. Meta Ungaro turns Shabancic back on the inside once again. Usher will come through as a decoy. Michalowski away to Meta Ungaro. Here's Harry Sageka. Sageka with a nice flat ball. They'll just get through here in the end. Support coming as well. He might not need it. Going all the way. Brilliant stuff. The number 15, I'm quite sure, Todd Mosley. It's a beautiful flat pass from Harry Sageka. We saw him churn up the Hong Kong side doing exactly the same thing on Thursday. Flat passes with some hard running. That's the way to do it, Paul.
Yeah, the Japanese just don't know what to do with Harry Sageka every time he runs to the line, and you can see it here on the replay. He just puts Mosley into a gap and just taking the wrong player there. That's the tricky Harry Sageka there at his best, putting Mosley over.
He does have a wonderful bunch of tricks in his repertoire. He can kick, he can pass. We've just got a couple of locals as well coming up here wanting to have a bit of a chat on the mic. Can't allow them to do that. So off they go. That is the beauty, of course, of, as Paul said, commentating on milk crates and chairs. We're right here in the elements, so we are getting the rain as well that's been floating in throughout the day, but staying nice and dry for the moment as the lights start to take effect here. Niscott lines it up and makes no mistake with it.
Yeah, I think he might have actually been the employee from Coles that I pinched the milk crates from. I think he's just saying, mate, I've got a milk delivery in the morning, I need them back.
And with any luck, you won't be having to steal them from you because hopefully this can be a permanent fixture for Bar TV. The portable milk crates. Makeshift commentary booth. You've got to love it.
Permanent fixture here at the Ponds.
We've had just over 14 minutes of play here. The score is 10 points to nil. Poland leading Japan. If you're just joining us, they are in the white and red outfit. The Japanese, very much for the samurai-inspired outfit here as well. Black with the grey. Very sharp numbering on the back as well. As Mosley, the try scorer, turns the ball back into the defensive line. Michalowski out of dummy half. Finds a bit of support. That's a nice run too. I think that might be Sageka out there on the right-hand side. A little tough from our commentary position. Michalowski coming away here to Kowalowski. And he went all the way through looking for a bit of support. None was forthcoming. He'll be caught just inside the enemy territory. Michalowski, another good dart out of dummy half. He's got numbers on that right-hand side. Artsy gets the ball, goes over the top of one and tries to steamroll another. Fullback came to help as well. And they're spread out to the left-hand side here. Sageka wants it. Poor pass. He got it. But he had just a little bit of a touch. Bounced in the ground, then back into his hands. It was only a slight one, but that's all it needs to be, Paul.
Yeah, it certainly does. And the Japanese players are relieved there. There was another opportunity here coming for Poland. And just that little bobble there from Sageka. And now Japan, they've got a full set of 6. Let's see what they can do with it.
They've looked good so far, the Polish side, but Japan, to their credit, when they've had the ball, they have asked a few questions. Just need a bit more time in possession. They'll have a chance to do that here from around about 20 metres out. Pole directly obstructing the view on this occasion.
No
That's good defence. No, not at all. They'll pick him up and drive him back. That's a good tackle with the primary effector being Kowalski. Now they'll come out to the right-hand side here through Shibasake. He is caught. Comes away. Sagano, he finds a good runner, and that is a nice strong tackle and hit up for that matter. Good contact in the end from Balasingsi. That one was juggled, and a bit of confusion about that play. Fukasawa, he went forward and he's caught on the 35-metre mark. Bit of a slow set here at the moment, so they'll try and get an early kick away. Initially, I thought from Carino, he didn't quite know what to do. Put on the Benji footwork and then a nice long spiral pass out to the left-hand side. That was an enterprising play, but they'll pick him up. Evan Artsy's been really strong to start this match, and he pushes them back. This will be the last for Japan. They need a good kick here as the wind begins to pick up. They can supply it, not too bad at all, but it'll go right down the throat of Niscott. He'll charge back in the defensive line here, looking for a gap, bumps off one. He is a hard customer to stop. He's caught 45 metres out, so that's a great return from Niscott. Playing the ball, and that's gone behind Makita, and he's tried to come in for a bit of work, and he's absolutely duffed it.
Yeah, another opportunity here for Japan. Reggie Sano there on that tackle on Nescott. He almost got his head there in the wrong position. I was a bit concerned, but he bounced back up there. But another mistake here for Poland, and just invite Japan into their territory here. So they're throwing the ball around Japan. They're not going to die wondering.
Now have the scrum feed here through Kenta Carino. The blonde tips. Easy way to identify him. And win it pretty easily, and just go for a regulation hit up to start the set here. Good tackle over the top as well from Mikey Bryan, who's co-captain for this match for Poland. Once again, we've got a couple of poles in the way, so bear with us. Now come back to the centre of the field here, Japan. Numbers in the tackle, forcing back two of them as it would turn out. Dummy half got bundled over as well. Back toward the centre of the field. Grieve linking up with another player. Steps out off the left, then the right. Stood up Bryan for a short moment. He was able to recover his footing and put in the tackle. Caught. And about 35 metres out, and that's a very simple error. Got to do better than that, Japan.
Yeah, they just had a little bit of a look. Not excited. They hadn't been down this territory for a while, or in fact for the whole game. So just a bit of composure here from Japan. That's all they need, and they even run these big fellas from Poland around.
They do have a very big outfit too, don't they? They've got Bryan's a big boy, Usher, Kolodzic as well in there, so a couple of big boppers. They have shown pretty remarkable fitness though as well. That's the only problem for Japan in terms of trying to do that strategy. Now win the scrum here. Come away to the nephew of Ziggy Nescott. It's Ethan. And he keeps pushing forward. Caught just short of the 30-metre line. Numbers down this short side, and that is the way that they'll go. Good little tackle around the legs too. Mikulowski out of dummy half. Finds Sajka. Liam Sajka on debut. Thought there might have been a little bit of a bobble in the play of the ball, but Mikulowski saw none of the thing, and he keeps going. In fact, he's absolutely bundled over the prop forward. But you don't see that very often, a hooker trampling a prop forward for Japan.
Yeah, Fukasawa, he just got himself in a bit of trouble there with that tackle. I saw him a moment ago going the same style, and yeah, it's only going to end one way. He's up on his feet, luckily there, but just copying the hip there of dummy half there from Poland, and could have been a good night for Fukasawa there. Might have been seeing something else.
Yeah, the Ninja Swords, it would have been the Stars. Win the scrum here. Try and bump off Balasinski. He held firm on him. Caught on the halfway line now, Japan. Tackle one, so a full set of 6. Up their sleeve. Nice little dummy from Grieve, and then he went out to the left-hand side of the field. Good tackle over the top from Evan Artsy. It'll be Sagano that waits a dummy half. Way to Grieve once again. He's just shuffled that ball far too hard into the chest of one of his supporting players, and he was never going to catch it, Paul.
Yeah, isn't it great to see? Just a bit off topic, the Polish supporters here in the background on the hill. Couple of flags there.
That's suburban ground for you, isn't it?
It's a suburban ground, and it's great to see the word slowly getting out. This Emerging Nations Championships happening.
Well, you're 100% right. I'm thinking about the past 2 or 3 minutes. We've had another 50 people stream through across us here, and it's now a real healthy Japanese contingent to the right-hand side of the commentary box. That was a flat pass, and in fact ruled forward.
Yeah, it's a Sunday afternoon, late Sunday afternoon, $5 entry. You got the Turkish tent just to our right, cooking up a storm. Cheap night out for the family. Come down and watch some good footy. Poland, Japan, Greece, Vanuatu up later. Come down.
And the rain has stopped as well, so
yeah,
you've got no excuse. Unless, of course, you prefer to watch this on Bar TV Sports, which, why not? Fantastic coverage, right?
Oh, superb coverage. The best you'll get on milk crates.
And if we go missing, they can actually put us on the milk carton, so all is well. Here's Japan winning the scrum, trying to get around the outside of Shabanik, who's the man who dropped the ball, so he's trying to make up for it there with a good tackle. Here's Fukasawa.
Good run.
who has certainly recovered after taking that knock from Michalowski. Sagano waiting at dummy half. Here's another eager beaver in the form of Lachlan Grieve, who lost his footing though. Kowalski, he came over the top and stopped him. New man onto the field for Japan as well. Now this is the one that I was dreading having to call, Paul, but the name is Gorka Geradiaga Extabaru. So you'll forgive me if I might get a couple of syllables wrong in that one. Here is Poland working away with Ethan Niscott. He's caught 20 metres out from his own line. B. McKaiden have a little scoot out of dummy half. Nearly high contact there, but didn't quite connect. In fact, the referee will say, yes, it did. You did get him high.
Yeah, our man Gorka making the tackle there.
You're not really going to try and just get out of it by saying Gorka, are you?
Well, that's how he introduced himself to me on last Sunday, I think it was. So he came up and had a chat with us. He was running the water that afternoon.
Now he's running out here and causing headaches for you and me. Just fantastic stuff. How this tournament has progressed.
There's plenty of players doing that throughout this tournament.
Fortunately in this one, I don't think we've yet to see any numbers that weren't part of the team sheet, so that is a good start. We'll have a go with Geradiaga Extabaru. It's actually quite fun to say. Now come to this left-hand side. Meta Ngaro, that's a good ball. Up to Shabanik. He gets away from a couple of them. Steamrolls over the top of the fullback. Clear sailing. And James Shabanik, he goes in. A brilliant run. And it was a wonderful pass from Meta Ngaro as well. Just isolated a couple of the Japanese defenders and put him right through a hole.
Yeah, not much else you can add to that. Shabanik, just a powerful run and just left them for dead there. His bodies laying everywhere at Japanese players. And the thing there, the key there for Poland was you had 4 or 5 blokes backing up Shabanik. It's good to see the team following through just in case. Just a beautiful umbrella appearing there on the screen.
We've had a quickie to change here as well. Kohi Ishikawa coming onto the field for Fukasawa. So he may well have succumbed to that little knock he took before from Michalowski. It's not often you see the dummy half steamrolling a prop, usually the other way around, but he is quite a big hooker, Michalowski. Not that Fukasawa is any smaller, that's for sure. And Ethan Niscott will have the chance to turn this one from 14 points to 16 points to nil. For just joining us, it's Poland in the white and red. The Japanese side are in the black, grey and red. James Preston with you in commentary, alongside Paul, who's had a quick little run toward the sideline, just checking on one of our cameras for us. Potentially trying to get one of these umbrellas put down, I would think. Here's Niscott, pretty much straight in front of the uprights, 10 metres back. The nephew of the great Ziggy Nescott, who used to play for South Sydney. Strikes it pretty well and straight through the uprights. 16 points to nil here. 15 minutes left to play in the first half. Paul's finished his quick little run. I thought you may have been moving one of the umbrellas, but now that I smell the breath, it could have been a kafta.
It's strong, isn't it?
I'm assuming you got the garlic sauce. It's the only way to do it, really.
You got to, everything, the whole shebang.
Whole shebang?
I'm not sure if that's a Turkish word, shebang. Send us a tweet if it is.
Somehow I think you're going to be crucified by the Turkish. The Japanese now, they'll prepare to get us back underway here.
Actually, it's the Japanese bench down there. I just said, just move that umbrella out the road a bit, and I thought he was going to say, mate, get on the field. Like, no chance. I've got jersey 18 on. I'm a chance.
Well, I don't think we've got a jersey 18 listed either, so we could well add you as a late inclusion. Here is Poland coming away with the ball now. Trying to go for the one-on-one strip, but held firm for that play. Now I'll push it back toward the middle of the field. Usher stepping off the left foot. Good tackle around the legs. Chopped them from underneath him. And Lachlan Grieve was over the top. Fresh men onto the field now as well. On debut, Tynan Foster for the Polish side. And they're caught pretty much on the halfway line here. Foster at dummy half. Bring it away to Kowalski. Tried to get off one of them. It was a good shot put on. I think he and Meta Ungaro have swapped positions. So initially Meta Ungaro was named in the second row, but seems to be doing the bulk of the playmaking. Kowalski at this point in time being used as an edge runner. That was very close. Just pulled in the end.
Interesting to see how Liam Saker pulls up after that one. He slid across the AstroTurf. See if he's got any skin on his knees.
You'll have to get the cameras down there half-time, maybe at full-time, and just see the damage from some of these players. There's another freshman on the field now, so a couple of changes being made here from Poland. There's another debutant, Rob Nedjawecki. He's come onto the field in the 17.
I believe you.
It's a wry smile coming out of Paul's mouth as well right now as Japan move the ball upfield, centre of the field, 20 metres out. Good tackle over the top as well from Balasinski. Now come to the left-hand side of the field through Sagano, and he finds an eager runner. That'll be the last tackle, just short of the 30-metre line. So Poland definitely dominating not only the scoreboard at this point in time, but field position. Pressure on the kicker. Can he get it away? Little chip in the end, which went absolutely nowhere. I don't think it was played at either. And it'll be an accidental offside, so Japan will get the ball back here.
Yeah, good stuff. You just need a bit of a rub of the green sometimes. So hopefully Japan can make something of this. They've got some good support here at the ground, waving the flags just to our right.
Well, it doesn't get much greener either. This AstroTurf is very vivid, not only in person but also on your screens. Just having a quick look at the TV to the side of us. Hope you're enjoying the coverage no matter where you are. Let us know where you are watching it from. We've had a message earlier today watching the coverage from Perth. So fantastic to see that Rugby League not only is going international with this Emerging Nations tournament, but right across Australia as Japan hit it up back through the middle here. Sagano waiting at dummy half. Had a false start there, and they will say that is a knock-on. Just a little bobble in the play the ball.
No, that's the problem there for Japan, and just that little switch off there, and that's what Poland are getting over the top of Japan, really. Just those little mistakes creeping in from Japan. Obviously, as I say, the forwards are getting that roll on, and Japan, they're just getting themselves a little bit frustrated and coughing the ball up from the play the ball. It's our man too, Gorka.
By the end of this match, I'm going to make sure that you say his full name. It's got to happen. As the Polish side win the scrum feed here and come away through Evan Artsy. A couple of slapping on the hand there too. Referee says that's all fine. There's a lot of, well, that was just silly, really. There's a lot of pushing and shoving going on, slapping at the hands. Getting very frustrated, the Japanese defender on that occasion. And Artsy, well, he's just having a bit of fun with it, really.
Yeah, I think the referee just ran out of patience there.
I'll tell you what, earlier we gave a jersey away, a Japanese jersey to little Cade, but the new debutant, Tynan Foster, well, it looks like he's been given a new jersey out there as well. It's very loose on him. Number 14.
I thought you were going to say, can we give away a jacket, like a freezer jacket or something, because it is starting here to be cool.
Well, some of us decided to wear jumpers today. Unlike you, my good man. Here comes Poland away with the ball, finding the hands of Norbert Balasinski. He's caught just short of the 30-metre line. Kowalowski offers it away to Brian. He'll keep pushing forward. Bumped off one, but they stuck tight to him and eventually put him to ground. Foster waiting at dummy half. He'll bring it to the left-hand side, straight behind Sajka, though, and he's not impressed. Gives him a bit of a mouthful. Meta Ngaru puts in an improvised kick, and he's actually going to get it back. It almost seemed like no one wanted to dive on it. Kowalowski, he gave the ball, and if it was caught by Liam Sajka, he would have scored pretty much untouched.
I think there was a falcon in that one too. Might get the replay up shortly.
We'll have a look at the replay, and hopefully there won't be an umbrella directly in the way. But Kowalski, he found the space, and if Sajka could have held on to it, there it is off the melon. How do you like that? Summer has come early, it's watermelon season. Straight in the head of the debutant.
So we've got all new houses around us here at the Kellyville Ponds, and there's an ancient bus in the background there. I haven't seen one of those style buses for years.
Potentially it could be a promotion for Fortnite. You know that when you start playing that, you enter on this bus with a hot air balloon on top of it, so I'm just expecting that to lift up into the air any second now. Of course, the NRL players seem to love Fortnite. You've got Josh Dugan doing the celebrations, a couple of the other players as well.
Mate, I'm out of the loop of that one. I've got no idea.
Well, they've actually got the ball back here, Poland, so they must have ruled directly off the head, and then Japan somehow coming up with the knock-on. As Evan Artsy works it away. 15 metres out. In fact, less than that, 8 metres out from the opposition line. Foster goes short side. Nearly finding a bit of gap with Balansinski. He's stopped a metre short of the line, so they're well spread out here to the left. Potentially looking at a big movement. Terrible pass from Foster, though. Still bounced up into the hands of Sajka. Usher bounces off a couple of them. He's already scored one try, and he's scored 5 metres out. Foster, that's better service this time. Metangaro, flat ball for Liam Sajka. He's still going. Meta Ungara at the moment, he seems to be the man pulling all the strings. That's where the ball will come. Straight to Meta Ungara. Nice long pass. Out to Sageka, stepping back off the right foot. He's opened up a passage here for Artie. Artie, if he can link, will find McKaiden, and McKaiden will find the try line. Well, it's that easy for them at the moment, Poland. They're really stretching this Japanese defensive line quite thin. They're taking full advantage of these two very talented halves they've got, Meta Ungaro and Harry Sageka. Of course, Sageka with NRL experience for the Penrith Panthers. He's also picked up by the Warriors, didn't end up playing a game for them. And he did forge also a pretty successful career in the Super League.
Yeah, you just see there on the replay how swift Poland are with the ball in their hands. Long passes and running to the line, drawing the man, and that's the difference between these two teams when in attack or when in possession with the football. Meta Ungaro and Sageka just that class above and proving very handy for the Polish.
Niscott will have this one from a pretty difficult position. If you cast your mind back to Thursday, if you were watching our coverage, I believe it was Sageka who started off with the kicking duties, had a couple of howlers, and then was quickly subbed by Niscott. But the first kick that Niscott had was directly in front. Surely even Sageka could have kicked that with his nose. Here is Niscott. Literally centimetres in from the touchline, 25 metres back, opposite end of the ground from our commentary position. Strikes it very nicely, and it's gone through. Beautiful kick from Ethan Niscott. So that'll take the score out to 22 points to nil. 7 minutes remaining in this half. 33 gone. Poland over Japan. James Preston in commentary with you for Bar TV Sports alongside Paul. Of course, we do still have another match to come as well.
Yeah, Greece v Vanuatu. Stay tuned for that. Lee Addison, the Polish coach, he's going to join in commentary, so be interested in get his thoughts. Had a chat to Ethan Niscott before the game, actually, and he was ribbing one of our producers. Apparently gave him the tip that he was going to miss that goal, and so he's made up for it there with a brilliant kick from the sideline. So it's good to see that the players are tuning into the Bar TV coverage as well.
Of course, keep those comments coming. We do like to have a nice little discussion as we bring you the game live. That is the benefit as well of having it on the stream as opposed to the TV. It is very much a live two-way conversation that's happening. It's not just us here talking in the booth. Poland will bring it away from their own line. It's Balansinski. It's been really busy to start this first half. Here's Michalowski. Good shot on him. He hit the deck. It's good front-up contact from Mokazuki. Still going Michalowski, and in the end he's earned a penalty. A little bit unlucky there for the Japanese side because Michalowski was certainly bending his own weight around and just simply trying to contain him.
Yeah, I think he lost his footing too, and so a double whammy there for the Japanese.
Foster takes the tap. Now keep pushing it forward. There's been a real reluctance from most sides today to actually try and find the touchline, even though the wind has now died down. Sageka out to Meta Ungaro. Niscott links up. There's a bit of space here. Shabanik, he finds a bit of a path here for the debutant. That's Nijekwi. He's caught. 15 metres out, Shabanik. Going back to the middle. Meta Ungaro away to Usher, stepping off the right foot. Good contact though, coming in from the number 3. That was Ishikawa. And they caught 10 metres out. Foster away to Meta Ungaro, stepping off the left. He beats one, beats a second with a right foot step. If he could have put the arm out, they would have scored. Still gets the ball away to Usher. Usher flings it away. Michalowski, a big gap opens up for him, and he's done brilliantly to get through it. Well, that's the advantage of having a big body in the hooking position. You can basically play him as another prop. He used every inch of his size there, Michalowski, to barge over and take this scoreline out to 30 points to nil. In fact, 26 points to nil. Getting ahead of myself.
That was brilliant footy from both teams. Poland keeping the ball alive and Japan scrambling in defence. Something had to give, and Poland get over for a great try. It was that was good footy. And Japan, even though they're down on the score sheet, they're not giving up. Here it is in the replay. A bit of hot potato stuff. We're just catching the end of it here. Michalowski going in. A little bit of a celebration there.
Not quite to the same extent of the Solomon Islands that we saw earlier in the day. Bit of chest pumping 20 metres out from the line with a fullback in hot pursuit. As the rain begins to pour down once again, it's coming quite thick and fast, really. Niscott has a pretty easy kick, though, so he won't mind too much. 10 metres out, directly in front, to take this scoreline out to 28 points to nil. He does exactly that. That's his 4th successful conversion from 5 attempts, so Poland dominating it at the moment. 3 minutes left in the first half. Coming to you live from the ponds via Bar TV Sports.
Yep, just interesting, as I said before, the Polish boys are warming up behind us, or they're actually behind our producers here getting ready for the start of the match, and they're very calm and collected. It's just interesting to see how teams prepare themselves. They got the music playing these days and listening to the tunes or listening to a podcast or something. And the Japanese team, they're all different. They were huddled around with their family and close-knit crew and just out and amongst the supporters. So it's just different how both teams are set up for this match.
Heard a couple of interesting songs as well, mainly because they're being sung at the top of the lungs of the Polish players behind us. Sure, that probably made for a bit of interesting viewing for you at home watching on Bar TV. Here's Poland working it away from their own line off the kickoff. Foster offering it away to Sajka. Nice long pass once again, so they'll go for this shift early. There's the other Sajka, that's Liam this time. He works it up 25 metres away. A couple of defenders on him, including Kenta Carino, the 5'8". Foster, back to Usher. Usher pushing through the middle, fends off one and then found half a gap. Nearly got the arm free as well. Grieve came over the top, and they'll say that's actually above the horizontal, and I'm not 100% sure I agree with that. Certainly lifted him, but I didn't think it was in a dangerous position.
Yeah, bit of luck there for the Polish team, but look, as long as the ref's consistent, that's all we ask. They've had a pretty good tournament, the referees. They've done a great job.
Good contact too.
To be fair, there's no real big name referees here at the tournament, but the referees that are here on display, they've done a great job.
As Foster away to Meta Ngaro, long pass to Sajka. Sajka links with Niscott. Now it comes out centre, Artsy. And Artsy's big body out there on the right edge, causing lots of problems every time he gets the ball. Sajka, Meta Ngaro again. They love doing this switch of play between the two halves. And Ngaro, dummy. And if he just had his man stay out on the wing, in fact, it might still be on here. It certainly is. He steps back inside of them. Just caught short. It was a decent run from Nijeki. He's caught 2 metres short of the line. Meta Ngaro flings it out to Foster. Foster finds Niscott. Pressure up on him quickly, but he's a big fullback and he's able to shrug them off. He's still got support here. Coming back to the left-hand side. They're all converging upon him, but they can't put him to ground. Niscott's still going. Still a few tackles here. Well, they had no one marking on that left-hand edge. If they went the short side, they would have scored. There's the siren in the background. Sajka kicks early. McKaiden is there. Pinpoint accuracy. You won't see better than that anywhere else. Harry Sajka with the ball on a string.
It was like they're trying to beat the clock there. You hear the halftime siren go in the background, and Harry Sajka, again, the man there, and Robert McKaiden, the man on the spot to take that. But again, good hustle from Japan, but just that experience of Sajka numbering up the situation, seeing that there was no man out wide and put the kick in, and McKaiden, Johnny on the spot. So good stuff from Poland.
Realistically, they could have scored either side they went. There was 2 unmarked players down a short side. They opted against it. It was a real cluster for Japan toward the centre of the field near the post. It also meant that there was plenty of room for McKaiden. On the other hand, the halftime siren going, Poland are in a really commanding position. Still got a kick to come as well.
Interesting, Robert McKaiden plays for UCLA Rugby. I'm guessing that's University of Los Angeles, California, is it, Rugby? So it's good to see we've got a code hopper.
UCLA, I mean, I've certainly heard of the university. I've got no idea where it is, though, I must say. Probably got more of an idea than I do, that's for sure. So Niscott, another pretty difficult kick for him. He's 4 from 5 so far. 32 points to nil with a chance to make it 34. This is now their 6th try as well. Niscott strikes it pretty well, looking good, and he has got it. What a great way to finish the half for Poland. That's how the score will remain at halftime. It's 34 points to 0. Poland over Japan. James Preston here with you in commentary for Bar TV Sports alongside Paul. We'll come back in about 10-15 minutes' time, the second half, and wrap it all up. Beautiful ground to watch rugby league from despite the conditions. It is Poland taking on Japan. They're presently leading 34 points to nil. James Preston with you in commentary for Bar TV Sports alongside Paul Arundale. And as I mentioned, that rain is certainly starting to team down. It's heading toward the commentary box, and we're even getting a bit of a splashing here as we're on the chair and the milk crate, and certainly not inside. It's Japan, if you're just joining us, with the ball at the moment. They are in the black, grey and red, and Poland in the white and red. Certainly one of our teams to watch, and they're proving so once again today. Here's the Japanese side working away the left-hand edge of their attacking line. Good tackle over the top from Artsy, who's been really impressive for Poland in the first half. It's not a bad kick in the end, but they'll still get this in good field position, Poland. Allow it to bounce, though. And it comes up here for Niedzwiecki. He's caught literally exactly on the halfway line here. So Poland, really good field position to start the second half. Here's Nizkot. Good tackle put in from Nakai, who's on the field now for Japan. Foster, away to Sajka. Sajka, cut out bars to Meta and Garo. Those two have been really impressive. That's a good ball once again. Shabanik. He nearly went all the way through. Good shot in the end. Caught 30 metres out here. Still early in the tackle count. Foster finds Meta and Garo. Once again, linking with his halves partner in the form of Sajka. Nizkot, that was a good little ball, and there was an opportunity for Artsy, but he couldn't hold it. Now Japan can launch a counter-attack. Nizkot ends up covering. It's a slow play the ball, lucky not to give away a penalty. Good tackle over the top from Balansinski. And also Artsy. Artsy once again doubling up for that tackle. It's a good one over the top on Lachlan Grieve, the captain for Japan. Sagano gets it away back toward the middle. Takes two defenders to drag him to ground. Sagano pushing it back toward the middle once again, but that is a simple drop. And when you're down by the current scoreline that Japan are, you've got to hold on to every single pill.
Yeah, not the best start to the second half for Japan. It's I think they would have gone in.
Had a slight technical problem here in the box, just trying to shift the chair that we are standing on.
Well,
and I've accidentally pulled the cord from Paul.
You might get cited for that. It's the first head-eye tackle from a commentator on a co-commentator we've had at Bar TV
that
Sports.
has ever happened in the history of rugby league. This will be ruled to be played on. My apologies there, Mr. Arundale. Oh, goodness me. I was concerned about falling off my chair, and in the end I've nearly ripped Paul's head off. It's all happening here in the commentary booth.
We're all right. We're all right.
We're all good. And we'll come back with the action live for you now. Of course, you can keep up with the conversation, the Emerging Nations Rugby League page, Bar TV Facebook page, our YouTube channel as well. There's all sorts of different ways that you can be watching this match right now. Japan trying to hold that one in the scrum and just try and catch a few Polish players offside. Good fend off. Kowalski went flying. Almost looked to be a little uppercut from Sajka in there as well. And they're all over him. I can't believe it hasn't been ruled a penalty yet, but finally they get exactly what they deserve here, Japan. When you run hard, just put that bit of extra pressure on the defensive line. Now, of course, I didn't think we would have this, Paul, but we do once again. Another man has come on the field with a number that is not in our team list. We've got 32 for Japan has just entered the fray. Wonderful to see. Here is the 13 for Japan, though. That's Shibasaki. He's caught 12 metres out.
James, I'm surprised you can even see the numbers out there on the field. You're doing extremely well.
They are very tiny, the Japanese numbers, I must say. And despite the fact that they're very stylish, they are hard to read. Sagano goes back to the middle. Good shot, though, on Kowalski. But crept up just a little high. I thought it might have been all right around the shoulders, but referees ruled that just went a little too high on that occasion. So they're in good field position here, Japan. They'll be able to tap again, put another assault on this line. Another fresh man out there as well for Japan. Schmerziks in their number 8. Sagano, a dummy half, short ball, trying to crash over. There's plenty of bodies there though, including Brian around the legs. And they'll just hold him up. Still a couple of tackles left in the set though for Japan. Take it back out to the 10-metre line. Paul, have you recovered? How are your ears?
Yeah, just. And I've put the big jacket on now, so I was wearing the Samurai's jersey with pride, and now I've covered up. They're on the attack.
Well, it still looks very similar. You've got the Charlton Athletic gear on. Still got the black, grey and red.
Oldie but a goodie.
Here is Sagano. Away to Carino. They'll keep shifting it on to this right-hand side. That's better play from Japan. Asking just a few more questions. Heavy contact, putting him to ground on the 10-metre line. I'll go short side once more here, Japan. Quick play and brilliant play for that matter. And Paul's gone up in commentary here. He's loving it. It's all right. You can take the jacket off now. You can show your support once again.
No,
they've gone in for a try, Japan, and it was nice, really nice movement to the right-hand side of the field. Quick hands in greasy conditions. And the Japanese crowd has gone nuts too.
No, good on them. They've toiled away this whole tournament. They got a bit dusted up in that first game against Turkey, and Poland are doing the same to them here. But they're hanging in there, and so it's good for them to get a try. They're coming away with the points. Well done, boys.
We're just looking for confirmation on the try score here in terms of the number. And we'll just find out from our producers, because it's right in the opposite corner there and the camera's just slightly obstructed. But nonetheless, Japan have gone in for their first points. The score is now 34 points to 4.
Yeah, I can't help you, Jay. So I've got to go for a HIA test. Got a bit of concussion after that head-eye tackle.
Well, I don't know who is to blame for that. I'm not going to out myself. Let's just say it was the chair. It's the inanimate object.
Well, Junior Mason has just said vodka shot. Maybe that'll help me out.
Vodka shot. And he's actually kicked it too. Brilliant stuff from Japan. So 4 becomes 6. A difficult conversion from the sideline, just creeping over the crossbar.
A couple more tweets here. Azali Mate has asked, where is the venue? Well, we're in Kellyville, northwest of Sydney. It's the first ever event being staged here at the Ponds. Here, just down the road from the Stanthorpe Village Shopping Centre if you're in Sydney.
And they're all offside from the kickoff here, Poland. I have not seen that in some years. Sajka supplying the kick, and his defenders looking to put the pressure back on Japan after conceding some points. A little too eager, and they've been penalised for it. Do we have an actual name for the venue itself? Obviously we're here in the Ponds, but have they christened the ground with a name, Paul?
Well, I think if Harry Saker keeps going the way he is, they'll name it the Saker Stadium.
I like that, a bit of alliteration with the 2 S's. As Japan tap and go here. And that is Juric, who's pushed all the way back, 10-15 metres from where he first tapped it. Poland firing up here. Sagano offering it for fresh men on the field in the headgear. That's Kanishi, who's of course the player that we gave away a jersey for today. He's the most experienced player in this Japanese side. He was in the last Emerging Nations tournament all the way back in the year 2000. Unbelievable to see him back here in Australia. Sagano giving it away here to Carino. He links up on that right-hand side. That's where they got their try not too long ago. It's certainly the preferred side for attacking, as there is a Polish player down in the middle of the field where the ball is coming. That's concerning.
Yeah, I think it's Tynan Foster, number 14, down for Poland at the moment.
It's not a good way to have your debut. Of course, this is his first ever match for the Polish international side. He's a bit worse for wear at the moment. Trainer working on him. Usually you see the referee stop that immediately when he is still in the attacking line. Had a couple of bizarre stoppages from the referee on the Thursday. Play that was 40 metres behind the play. The ball we stopped play then, but apparently not now. Foster is back up, and he's out of the way, so we're ready to get back underway here. Bar TV Sports' coverage of the Emerging Nations Rugby League Championship. Artsy picks it up, tries to get out of a couple of tackles. He's very strong. It was well held in the end from the number 32, who we don't have on our team list, so bear with us on that front. Here's Michael Maslanka, who's had very limited involvement so far. His brother not playing today, Simon. They both got a double in their last match, a 62-6 victory over Hong Kong. Here's another injury as well.
So it's Jay Brown. He's just copped the heavy knock here. And
bit of concern for the neck too, which is not good at all, Paul.
Yeah, just on the screen now, the boys are getting a bit restless and just having a go at each other. And you can see Brown just down his haunches there on the left of your screen. The referee's done well. He's just separated the two packs. And looks like Brown, the trainer's calling for a HIA, or his head injury anyway, at least.
I'm never so sure about these HIA claims as well. It seems like he's been clutching at the neck the entire time, and it almost looks as if they're after a free interchange with the HIA. Certainly not going to accuse them of deliberately trying to do so, but it does appear to be that way. It's a bit of a stoppage here at the Ponds. As Paul alluded to before, just down the road from Stanhope, and also Kellyville Ridge, Kellyville itself, Park Lee. So we're in the northwest of Sydney here. Brand new stadium. And if you're thinking, geez, that grass looks good, well, that's because we're trying to fool you just a little bit. It is artificial. But I bet you've never seen such a vibrant 40-metre line in your entire life.
Yeah, just when we're about to give the curator a rap, but we should give Blacktown Council a rap for allowing the Emerging Nations World Cup to host this here. I said a lot of rain has been dumped in Sydney the last, well, over 48 hours, the last 3 days. And originally this was supposed to be staged at Cabramatta, but that wasn't fit for play. Brown's in a lot of trouble here.
Yeah, he's not looking good at all. Have to carry him off, and well-deserved applause rings out here at the Ponds. It's a slow walk to the sideline too. I hope he's all right, because anything to do with the neck is always very concerning. So Brown will exit the fray, and we're ready to get back underway here as returning to the field is Ishikawa for Japan. Long pass out to Metangaro. Here's Niscott. Niscott offers it on further to Shabanik, who nearly found a way through, but it was a good shot from the Japanese defender. Now catch him 30 metres out. Back off the wing on this occasion is Nedjwecki. Foster at dummy half. Linking up with Metangaro. He loves to find Skajka and does so. Niscott steaming around the background, bumped off one of the Japanese defenders, then got a pass away. Still going here is Artsy. Artsy heading for the corner. Well done in the end, just to stop his progress short of the line. Work it away, Maslanka. Back toward the centre of the field. Sajka kicking it crossfield, but it's a bit of a shank off the boot, in all honesty. They've let it bounce, though, and there's a fantastic put down. Jeez, he's shown some great skill on that occasion. I think it's Rob Nedjwecki. Now point to the spot. The man on debut gets a try on debut.
That's just... You can't do anything about that. The ball's just holed up in the breeze perfectly out there, and yeah, that's just unlucky. Look at this; it just blows away. Might even hit the uprights there. And Johnny on the spot.
Jeez, he's put that down well, hasn't he? That's a difficult grasp to do. He's done a great job of it in the end. It's not often you see the number 17 coming on the wing either.
It's a mate of mine, Chris.
No, a lot of these the teams, well, especially Japan, they've just got squad numbers here.
They're going to leave.
So they've just, I think they've just mixed up the numbers on us on purpose, really.
Just to throw us a bit of a curveball, not that we already need it. Got the wind blowing, the rain coming in. We're on chairs and milk crates. We've had a venue change at the last moment, so it's all happening for the Emerging Nations Rugby League World Championship. First one that has been held in 18 years. Just the third iteration as well. 1995 was the first. As Niscott will now have the kick here, and a chance to make that scoreline tick over to 40 for Poland. They have shown a good bit of fight in the opening stages of this second half, Japan. Poland will push that out to 40 points to 6. Another goal to Ethan Niscott.
Yeah, the Maitland picker. His teammates will be tuning back into the coverage. His skipper, Luke Dawn, former Super League player. Maitland Pickers are unlucky to get bundled out of the semi-finals. They had a really good year. And anyway, Ethan Niscott, he's representing Poland with pride at the moment.
It'll be Japan to kick us back underway here. Rain just holding off for the moment, but wind is picking up even more so than it already had been. It's hard to tell exactly where it's coming from, though. It is swirling around everywhere like a hurricane is forming.
My guess is the sky.
Well, thank you. I'm not going to be using your meteorology services anymore. That's it. Paul's out. I'm going to the Weather Zone app. Here is Poland working away from their own line through the number 12. That's Balansinski. Foster, he's recovered from his injury. Away to Sajka. Meta Ungaro at the back. Niscott once again. Every time he swoops around, there's problems for the defence. And if they had caught that, well, there was an open passage down the sideline. It's a try gone begging for Poland. They've caused so many problems when they've done those long spreads. It's just encouraged Meta Ungaro and Sajka to link up time and time again.
Peter Daskiolis has tweeted in, what time is the Greek game? Well, I can tell you it's at 6:45.
There's a couple of helpful comments in there as well. Richard Adam telling him exactly that. Coming your way pretty soon. Before that, you've still got, around about 25 minutes of excellent action here between Poland and Japan. Japan win the scrum. Now work it away, left-hand side. There's a bit of a gap there initially. Artsy had pushed out. And if he had put the foot down, he could have gone through. Here is the most experienced man in the squad. Good shot from the halfback. Sajka came across and blindsided him. Maslanka finished him off over the top. And then they'll produce a knock-on. So Sajka giving him a bit of a pat on the head. He's by far the oldest player in this lineup for Japan too. He's trying to lead by example. Amani Kanishi, but on that occasion he was belted by the halfback. Still looking pretty upbeat, positive about their performance so far, Japan. There has been a lot to like as well, hasn't there?
Yeah, there's certainly some positive signs, and as Marty alluded to earlier, they don't get a lot of international rugby league. Hopefully now with these newer nations, Hong Kong and Thailand and Philippines, they'll get a few more games and get stronger and stronger, and hopefully this is, we don't have to wait 18 years for another Emerging Nations Championship.
Well, hopefully we can stage it next year or potentially World Cup fashion every couple of years, every 4 years or so. As Poland work it into enemy territory. Foster, poor pass away to Meta Ungaro. Now Sajka out to Niscott. Wanted to sweep around once again, but they cut off his options pretty quickly. He's caught 45 metres short of the opposition try line. Foster back toward the centre. Finds his halfback Sajka. Shows it a couple of times. Looking for Shabanik. Shabanik stepped in off the left foot. Back toward the defence. Foster, quick dart out of dummy half. He does have pace and he can go quickly. He nearly went all the way through but was smashed in the end. A good shot over the top from Japan, and he's produced a knock-on. That's good contact. And that's the result you get when you hit hard.
Yeah, Tynan Foster done a great effort to dart out of dummy half there, the Warilla Gorilla. Just coughed up the ball, and well done Japan. They're still hanging on.
For all-time great team names, that has to be up there, doesn't it? Warilla Gorillas.
Well, my favourite name is the Kyogle Turkeys.
The Kyogle Turkeys?
I was hoping to at least get that name in once during the Emerging Championships. Well done, James, for throwing that at me. Also, another team in Serbia, the Dorkal Spiders.
The Dorkal Spiders? I mean, I have heard some fantastic names during this tournament so far. Ringo Lung for Hong Kong, my personal favourite. Not to mention Lavenstar Tongaka. I love that as well. The Solomon Islands.
We won't talk about the quartet from Hungary.
I'll tell you what, I will mention this one because I love it so much. Gorka Geretiaga Extaburu. Absolutely love it. Gordiaga Extaburu. That is his last name, ladies and gentlemen. Not the whole thing. It takes up 2 lines. It is the only player we have on any team sheet that actually takes up 2 lines. Here is Japan with the ball. I'm just waiting for him to get the pass as well, for that matter.
And it took me about 5 attempts to spell it right too.
There's an X in there as well, if you're wondering. Good defence here for Poland. They're muscling up nice and strong. Sagano has been really good out of dummy half. Hasn't had a lot of room to run. That's a good shot. Sajka, the little halfback, he's put on a lot of big hits in this match. Sagano, he's got Fukasola in support. We'll end up linking up with Carino. A nice pass over the top, and there's room to move here too for Japan. Now step quite smartly away from the sideline. Caught just on the inside of it. The Carino at dummy half. Long pass from him, but not a good one. Good hands, though, in the end to make sure that it wasn't a knock-on.
Not a bad kick.
And a midfield bomb, too. It'll sit up here. And Maslanka does pretty well. He's almost able to evade one tackle. In fact, he does get away from Kanishi. And a couple more come to stop him. He has got pace, Maslanka. That was a sloppy play the ball, and that will be a Japan feed.
Yeah, he did well there, Maslanka. It was a one of those kicks in no man's land. It just held up, and I thought the Japanese attack were going to get to the ball before Maslanka, and he did really well to get it, and then he's just bobbled it out. So another opportunity here for the Samurais.
Well, an opportunity for the Samurais to put them to the sword. I've been waiting for that all day, and you've given me a great opening. They'll feed it through the number 32, who we don't have on our team list.
So if you just tuned into the coverage, just let us know where you're watching from. We've got viewers from New York. No idea what the time would be over there, but it'll be the early hours of the morning.
It's Japan working away from the scrum feed. Certainly keep those comments rolling through. Doesn't matter what platform you're watching on, whether it's YouTube, Facebook. You can even give us a tweet. Love to hear your feedback, and try and pop up the screen in front of us at one point as well and read out a couple of your comments too. Here is Sagano for Japan, working inside the 30-metre zone. Greece and Vanuatu still to come your way. The final game for today. It's a blockbuster day of rugby league action. 6 matches for the Emerging Nations World Championships here. All taking place at the Ponds, just down the road from Kellyville Ridge. Japan, centre of the field now. Sagano, nice pass away. That's a big loping ball as well over the top. It's to the number 15. Looked to be potentially some high contact on Nakai, and they've spilt it in the end, Japan. So once again, the umbrella's obscuring the view for myself and Paul. We've got our neck on a swivel at the moment, just trying to turn around here and have a look at the screen in between.
Popping up thick and fast, some of those umbrellas there.
The rain is coming back in once again, and it just keeps changing angle too. Sometimes you can get away with not having the umbrella up. Other times I don't even need a drink of water because I can just open my mouth and I'm good.
As we said, a lot of rain here falling in Sydney over the last 3 days or so. So if you're tuning in from overseas and wondering what the hell are those dome-looking things, the umbrellas up in front of the cameras, these fixtures got changed to this venue.
This is a good run here as well from the number 8 for Poland. It's Chimenzik. He kept going. Meta Ungaro fending off one. They're both holding on to him, but he's able to get away from them nearly once again. 5 metres into enemy territory as the rain is absolutely teeming down now. The wind picking up as well. Horrible conditions, really. So you can be pretty thankful that you're watching this one from at home via Bar TV Sports. Meta Ungaro linking up with Sajka. Sajka steps off the right, nearly found half a gap. Niscott was looming in the background too. Bryan becomes the world's biggest dummy half and puts in a kick to the prop forward. Not sure about that. It was well caught in the end from Japan, and he's still holding him, Bryan, so that is a litany of errors from the big prop. Popped into dummy half, put in a terrible kick, and then given away a penalty.
I think he was hoping that if he just did a few misdemeanors there, his coach would pull him off. He could go on the sideline and just sit in the sheds for a couple of minutes because, as you said, that weather has just turned really nasty up there. The rain's very heavy.
Not only that, he's sucking in the big ones. Now put him to ground here. 10 metres short of the halfway line. Weather turning really torrid at the moment. Japan working away through the middle. Good tackle over the top from Liam Sajka. Sagano waiting at dummy half. Flat pass onto Fukasawa. Good shot on him too. Put him to ground. Getting into opposition territory now, Japan. Sagano. Short ball once again. Not really going too far on that play. Bryan picks him up and pushes him back. Rain quite literally hitting the face now of both myself and Paul. Sagano. Fukasawa over the top. That's a poor pass. It's ended up coming into the hands of the number 17. That's Moshizuki.
I'm glad
still going.
I'm glad you've cleared that up, that is rain. I thought it was you just trying to get some of these S's out of the pronunciation of the players.
Can't guarantee that it's not all rain. Now put that one up very high in the sky. This will be a great catch if he takes it. He's done really well. In fact, commentator's curse. Dropping it backwards. It'll be play on though. Niscott, they're coming up to put a shot on him. There's umbrellas everywhere. I'm not sure why there is one literally underneath the awnings here. We're inside and we've got an umbrella inside. What is going on there? Here's Palasinski. Oh dear. We'll turn around and have a look at the screen. Oh, Foster away. Meta Ungaro. There is all sorts of things happening here. We're on milk crates, we're on chairs. We've got poles and umbrellas in our way. But Balansinski has the ball. Foster to Meta Ungaro. Sajka turning it back on the inside to the number 12. That's Balansinski. Caught around the legs. Here comes another umbrella in the way. Sajka puts in the kick. Angled nicely towards the sideline. He'll get the bounce. That might actually be a 40-20. It might just be short though. And yes, I think it is just gone out short. It's actually gone over the 30-metre line there. Good crowd still here though, despite the conditions we've had pretty much the entirety of the day, around about 200 people coming for the various teams.
Yeah, as I said earlier, it's not a bad effort considering that it hasn't been really promoted all that well. Unfortunately, the International Federation doesn't have the resources of what some of the bigger rugby league mobs do have. There's like 9 or 10 clubs in Sydney. You'd think they would get behind and support the emerging nations, but no.
Well, we did have a couple of former NRL players.
Well, that's the players, not the clubs.
Out there the other day. That is true. That is true.
The players always give up their time.
We did have Frankie Pritchard coming in the other day along with Willie Mason earlier, so wonderful to see them supporting what is a great cause, and certainly is a wonderful tournament too. The quality of football has been quite high, and it's just excellent to expand the reach of rugby league globally. Japan caught 40 metres out from their own line. They'll come back through the centre. Bryan makes the tackle just short of the halfway line. Sagano, he pushes it away.
Oh.
That's a good shot, but it's just a glancing blow in the end because he evaded it right at the last minute. Kowalowski is looking to put on another big shot. Sagano goes back. That's away to Carino now. He links up out wide. They'll cut back toward the centre of the defence. Last tackle caught on the halfway line. Poland in cruise control, really. 40 points to 6. They'll put up another midfield bomb. Last one produced half a result. That one will bounce in between them once again. He'll kick on quite a bit, though, on this hard ground. It's an artificial surface, so it doesn't quite stick into the soil, but it just held up, and Niscott will bring it back. Beats a couple of them. Still going, Niscott. All the way up to the 20. They'll say, though, that he was held. Thought he might have been able to get up and go. Certainly Niscott thought he could have. Now running out of dummy half. Good tackle around the waist. A couple of other defenders come in to put him to ground. McKaiden, a bit of a run. He tries to go over the top. One of the Japanese defenders. Foster waiting at dummy half. He passes it away to Metangaro. Out to the right-hand side to Sajka. Got numbers in support here. Balansinski. Can he link up with Kowalowski? Balansinski decides to go over the top of him. Can't quite do so. It's a good tackle around the legs. Foster gets into dummy half. Nearly didn't make it in time. Sajka picks it up. Defensive line still retreating. So Sajka decides to put in a little kick. There's no one back there. Good cover in here for Carino, but they got through first. Shabanik, I think it is. Came flying through with a full head of steam. And we'll just confirm this via the replay.
Thought it might have been Evan Artsy up there in number 4. I'm not quite sure, but
he may well have switched over to the left-hand edge.
Timed his run beautifully.
Here's the replay. It does look like the build of Artsy. It is, in fact, Evan Artsy. So he's come from the right edge to the left, and he's picked himself a try by doing so.
Just to throw another spinner in the works. We'll swap sides.
We did, of course, play on the left-hand edge against Hong Kong on Thursday. Thought it was a bit peculiar that they'd switched him and, as a result, given a rest to Simon Maslanka.
Yeah, a few changes. I spoke to Lee Addison, the coach, during the week, and he said he wanted to give all the boys a run, so he's made a few changes. Interesting, their number 6, Alex Kowalski, he's the president of the Greater Branxton Colts up in the Group 21, up in the Hunter Valley. So they're not only players, but they're volunteers, helping out clubs as well, a lot of these players, giving up their time.
Definitely a good pedigree with some of these players too. Man taking the shot at goal is the nephew of Ziggy Nescott. Fullback for Poland, Ethan Nescott. There's, of course, NRL experience in this side as well. Harry Sajka, the halfback, has played for the Panthers. As that kick is successful, that'll take it out to 46 points to 6 here at the Ponds. Big scoreline now. for Poland. They have proven earlier during the week and in this match that they are certainly a force to be reckoned with. Their early picks for a final, you have to say Poland would be right up there. Turkey also a good chance.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. A Polish-Turkish fixture. They've got similar jerseys too.
It's going to be a very fun one to commentate. Greece just warming up in the background as well. Greece and Vanuatu. That match will be played almost instantaneously after this one finishes. Probably have about a 5-minute turnaround. We'll just have a quick time check as well in terms of how much is remaining in this fixture here, and 10 minutes to go in this one. So 46 points to 6, Poland over Japan. 10 minutes left in this match. Live from the Ponds, James Preston with you in commentary for Bar TV Sports alongside Paul Arundale. Paul will bring you all the action for Greece and Vanuatu as Niscott gets that ball, rushes back into the defensive line. The wind really picking up now. You can hear it in the microphone. It's not an effect. That is real life, people. Here's Bryant coming forward. And he's caught just over the 20-metre line. Slow play the ball from him. Foster, who's had a really good stint out here. Didn't begin the match. Mikulowski did. But they've been pretty happy, Lee Addison, to leave him out there because he's done quite a good job for them. Bit of push and shove in the play of the ball. Coming to the right-hand side. Menangaro, he's got another support player running back through the middle. That was Chemensix. He'll keep going here. Gets those big legs rolling. He's broken about 5 tackles, 6, and over the top of another one. Foster will now pick up this ball inside enemy territory. Sajka dummies a couple of times, links up with Balansinski. That's a great shot around the waist. A really good tackle as the lights come on inside the studio now. It's all happening here. Sajka puts it to the sky. That's going to be a tough one to take. Got under it really well and did a good job. And they'll get a penalty for their troubles, will they? They're all offside, Poland, so that one going to Japan.
Couldn't quite pick up the referee where he was. There's umbrellas and poles in the way, and poor old cameraman, I think they had the same problem there with the umbrellas, but yeah, penalty to Japan.
Japanese flags also beginning to obstruct with the wind coming across.
Yep.
All sorts of stuff, and we've got a very proud Polish supporter in front of us as well, doing his best little display.
Yeah, I couldn't work out why they were staring at you, James, and not the football, but they're actually watching the monitor behind us.
Tell you what, at this point in time, it's probably the safest bet. There's rain coming everywhere. They're staying nice and dry, and they can watch it just like you are at home on Bar TV Sports. No matter where you're watching, of course, let us know where that is. You could be in New York, you could be in Perth, could be in Tahiti, somewhere a little bit warmer and drier. Here's Japan working away through Kanishi. Flat pass. Now keep pushing forward here.
Yeah, Mike Bryan just got up a bit groggy from that tackle. He looks like he's just carrying the shoulder a little bit, the co-captain for Poland.
Well, Mikulowski's come up with the ball in the meantime as well. Menangaro stepping off the right. He's caught just short of the 30-metre line. Sajka looming to the left-hand side, but they'll come to Bryan, so he seems to be all right now. It's a good tackle around the legs, chopping him quite nicely. Foster back toward the centre. Sajka simply offers a little simple ball to Chmeksik. And he's caught, middle of field. 20 metres out. Sajka pulling all the strings in this match. Niscott nearly found half a gap. He'll step back off the left and then finds an enormous one. That's opened up out of nowhere. I thought there'd be problems down the left-hand edge, but they slid across very quickly. And all it took was one big step. He found a big path through the middle.
Yeah, he's been sniffing around for a while now trying to get a try, Ethan Niscott, and he's finally picked up one. And well deserved. And that man again, Harry Saker, again. I don't know what his tally would be for try assists for this tournament, but
it'd be frightening. Yeah. I think that's the simple way to look at it. We have just over 6 minutes of play remaining here as Niscott has taken it to 50 points to 6. So the half century is up for Poland against Japan. They've still got a kick to come here. There is time for a few more tries. We certainly know they are good enough. It's been another masterclass from Harry Sajka, the halfback. Meta Ngara as well, named in the 11, but definitely playing in the 5'8" position. He's been fantastic today as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he played 5'8" in that
opening
game against Hong Kong. I think it comes down to a few of the boys, whatever jerseys they can fit into. And But as I said, it's good to see the support. There's still a few spectators on that hill or bank. The Polish flags and the umbrellas over there, they're braving the elements. Good on you.
They're a lot braver than you or I. So we're getting a really nice crowd coming in here now in preparation for the Greece and Vanuatu match, and certainly no one has left early for this one as Niscott adds the extras. It takes his personal tally to quite a few goals now, really. He's only missed the one.
Just followed that ball. It went over the fence and the car was coming up the side street there and jammed on the brakes because the football was coming straight at them. Wonder what it was.
It's the worst possible day as well for you to be having to slam on the brakes. Could end up with the car on the AstroTurf in a second. 5 minutes left in this one here between Poland and Japan. Score is 52 points to 6. James Preston and Paul Arundale in commentary with you for Bar TV Sports as Hong Kong get us back underway. Greece and Vanuatu just around the corner, so don't go anywhere. Keep it locked here on Bar TV. Got all the goods for you for the Emerging Nations Rugby League World Championship. Foster out of dummy half. Medangaro, flat pass across to Sageka. They've got the numbers again here. Niscott, can he link up? Delayed the pass a little too long. Kowalski got it. Broke out of a couple of tackles, still going, but in the end he's dropped the ball. So Japan will come away with it. And is there a chance for them to put on a couple of points now to close out this match? It'll be 0 tackles, so they've got a full set of 6 up their sleeve. Sagano, away to the 13, Shibasaki. And he found a runner himself. 40 metres out. Tackle number 1 in the set. Brian made the challenge. Here's Shibasaki, putting it back onto the inside. And put him to ground. All the markers certainly not square on that occasion. That's a nice hard run as well from Douglas Streeter. He went straight up the Haydoodle. Sagano. That's an early kick which has been absolutely drilled. I've got no idea what's happening there when you've barely had the ball. I think that would be the kicking licence revoked for the lock forward. Enamaki Shibasaki. Oh, I've absolutely mangled that one, haven't I? Enamaki Shibasaki, that's the way we do it.
You're doing brilliantly.
Tell you what, I'm actually very disappointed I haven't been able to call Gorka Geradiaga Extaburu.
Well, I was just thinking, our man, he's on the bench at the moment. Hopefully he'll get out there and maybe slot a field goal or something.
Well, to the Japanese management, if you are listening to this call from Bar TV, put on my man, Gorka Geradiaga Extaburu. I've got to call him. I swear I won't have a seizure in doing so. Here's Artsy going over the top of a couple of them. Still going is Evan Artsy. Eventually caught 30 metres away. Medangaro, quick pass out to Sageka. He's got numbers here. Balansinski got away from one of them. Still going. Can he link up with his wing partner? No, it's just gone to ground. Maslanka picks it up. He'll be caught 5 metres away. If that pass stuck, they would have been in once again here, Poland. Only a few minutes left in this one. Sageka running to the middle of the field. Little grubber in behind. It's a nice one too. That'll put pressure on Japan. Can they trap them in the in-goal? They've done very well. They might get all the way back. No, just caught short. It's a very professional end to that set. And that is the cool, calm experience of former NRL player Harry Sageka. Guiding that one into the in-goal. Just the difference here, isn't it, Paul? Just the slight step up from a lot of these players in New South Wales Cup, Queensland Cup, but Sageka showing his experience there.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's the big difference. Japan, they've basically their whole squad from Japan, from their domestic comp, where Poland have got a good mix and a lot of experience playing at, let's say, Intrust Super Cup or just the Ron Massey Cup or local leagues in Newcastle and the Illawarra. And it makes a difference. These guys are playing a harder style of football week in, week out. But, it's early days for Japan. As I say, they get more games like this under their belt, they will improve. And
Ngaro comes away to Sageka. Once again, Niscott linking around the back. Kowalski gets away down the sideline. He was looking for support, able to get a late offload. Niscott gets out of a couple of tackles. He's so hard to stop, this man. He's got spiders on his back at the moment. He'll head to the corner and he'll get there as well. Niscott.
Right on full time.
Well, forget Ziggy, Niscott. Make way for Ethan. He has killed them today once again. 56 points to 6 with a kick to come. And Ethan Niscott made it look so easy there. It was like Jared Hayne in 2009. They just would not and could not stop him, and he would not be denied.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's a few of the Polish coaching staff in the way of that vision. But, as I said, we've had the ground move here to Cabramatta, so apologies to the viewers. That's why we've got a bit of an obstructed view here at the ponds. But, unfortunately, with the bad weather, we've got, and now we've got the.
I absolutely
the grease,
love that. We've got nothing
grease.
but free signage. If you want to sponsor your business, this is the time to do it. Quickly, grab a banner, run in front of our cameras, and you have got free coverage across the states, the globe. Niscot's back with us. All right, rugby league again, ladies and gents.
Just don't grab a milk crate.
Paul's already taken all of them. He can't get one anyway. Standing on 4. Now, producers are mouthing, why? Why are there people with umbrellas in the way of cameras? Have you no common decency? Niscott from 10 centimetres in from the touchline. Absolutely bizarre at times. Now we've got Hoods going up. He'll have this kick. Siren has sounded, and he struck it brilliantly, Niscott. What a way to finish. Smiles all around for him and the Polish team. 58 points to 6. There's still one more match coming your way. Greece and Vanuatu. Don't go anywhere. James Preston and Paul Arundale with you for Bar TV commentary. That game coming your way in about 5 minutes' time.